Welcome back to the BookEnds YouTube channel. I'm James McGowan.
I'm Jessica Faust.
And today we are talking about I can hear it now, every writer watching this video is going to exhale. We are talking about
or
the
they're
benefits.
Gonna get mad.
Well, maybe, but I would exhale, so I'm going to exhale.
Okay.
So we're talking about the benefits of not writing, of taking a break.
We are going to argue against butt and chair write every day.
I hate that advice.
Why?
I can't do it. I think it's exhausting. I think mentally, even physically exhausting. And I don't think that I'm then producing either work that is my best work or work that is enjoyable.
So I have a question then for you as a non-writer, as a not writer.
Okay.
Because I think people always interpret that as butt and chair write every day, work on your book. But do you think there's part of the creative process that's butt and chair write every day, but maybe it's not related to your book, or that's not effective?
I just think that the advice is usually just write every day. So what people think is you have to be writing X amount of words every day. You have to finish this amount of books every year. And I think that is what's probably the most frustrating and harmful. But I think, just like people who exercise, right? You don't exercise every day. And if you do, it's because you love it. Like you like to do that stuff. If you ride your bike every day, it's because you like to ride your bike. If you like to write every day, that's cool too. You like to write. But I
think even if you like to ride your bike, there are days
you just don't want to do it.
Like getting on your bike.
Right. But I feel like the advice and the conversation that so many writers or other people give is that you need to do this every day if you want to get better at it. And that's not true.
I think it goes very much in line with our obsession with doing.
Yes, we have that.
Even when we think about watching TV, which is simply supposed to be a not doing, the way we talk about is doing. Yeah. Like we have to binge watch everything for hours or we are not doing it right. And it's
like full speed ahead. Everything has to be full speed ahead.
Right. And I think that more than anything, it's this obsession with doing, it's this obsession with butt and chair that is hampering the creative process for a lot of people. Not everybody. I think there are some people who probably maybe type A personalities who really thrive on that everyday bike ride.
Well, first of all, type A personality, and I can't do it. I think that's the thing. We talk about it all the time. Everybody has to find what works for them. And we're by no means like trying to give blanket advice, but trying to relieve the people that can't write every day.
Well, so I'm not a writer, as I have said about 4,000 times over the course of my career. Well, more than that. But I do have a blog.
You are a writer. You're just not a creative writer.
An uncreative writer.
Well, no, not even that. I guess.
Boring writer ever.
You're not a long. You know what I was saying.
A little shade there. I wish I had my sunglasses handy.
Read it how you want to read it.
But yeah, so I have the blog and even YouTube.
Right.
And for me, where I am my most creative, truthfully, is walking olive oil with my AirPods in. And I often listen to narrative nonfiction or podcasts. That's usually what I listen to on our walks. And I get so many ideas from those things. I am constantly like, hey, Siri, give me a reminder to, and I'll like write out a whole blog post in my reminders. Why I don't use notes, I don't know, but I use reminders.
Well, no, going back to the physical exercise metaphor, analogy, whatever you want to call it, you can work out for 3-4 hours in a row, right? If you're one of those people, you are eventually going to get tired. Yeah. Eventually your body is just like, you know what? I'm done with this nonsense. I need a break. And I think that there are people that can do that every day. And there are people that can work out one day and then the next day they need a rest. So I think you can apply that same principle to your writing. I think when you are in your most mentally fit and creatively fit to write, that's when you write. When you have the bug, when you really want to do it, when an idea pops out at you, when you are like physically inclined to get up and write, that's when you do it. But if you are not having that kind of day, it's fine to not do it.
Yeah. And well, your creative brain is a muscle. And any true fitness expert, look at us moving from food to fitness. Is this like our New Year's
This is a
resolution?
transition I don't want. Go
Any
back.
fitness expert is going to tell you that if you really want to build muscle, you need to take rest.
Right.
That your body won't build muscle if you overwork it. And I think the creative brain is the same way. I think that if you're constantly trying to force a story for yourself, your creative brain eventually starts to atrophy.
Right. Well, okay, just to really drive this analogy home, because I'm having a good time at this point. If you are living this healthy lifestyle, when you're not working out, you're eating right, right? You're sleeping right, you're drinking lots of water. There are things that you are doing outside of the gym or whatever physical fitness you're trying to exercise, whatever. You get the point. There are things that you are doing that are supporting your healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with writing. So when you are not writing, there are things that you are doing outside of writing that is supporting your creative lifestyle, because that's what you're building when you're a writer.
Yeah.
So you're reading, you are, I don't know, cooking a new recipe. All of those things are what contribute to you feeling energized when you sit down to write. You have to build your creative lifestyle.
Yeah, and I think there's very much a lot to be said about when you're too deep in your book, you can't see outside of it.
Yeah.
And when you can no longer see outside of your book, you have stopped the creative process from being able to expand. So now you're writing sort of in this cage where when you let yourself out and give yourself some freedom, you discover new things that you wouldn't have thought of by just staring at the computer.
Exactly. And you actually made this point when we were talking about doing this video. Look at all of the people that were forced to do nothing last year. And still, and even now.
Yeah.
They are like taking that break from work. How many people have left their jobs, have started new businesses, have just pulled back from what they were so entrenched in and found all of this other stuff that they could be doing or want to be doing or might even build up what they're already doing.
Yeah, it's been really amazing to see some of the creativity that has come out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And because people had time, they were no longer doing whatever it is they were doing.
Yes.
And they were really able to create in ways, whether it was bread baking or cake decorating or
sourdough starters
or new fitness regimes.
Right.
But they were able to create things, and of course books were one of them, that have really shown the power of doing nothing.
Right. So what we're saying is, if you are writing and you are writing every day and you can sustain that and that's creatively fulfilling, great. But if you're not and you need a break or you just do it every month like me, then even better, just go easy on yourself and take the breaks that you need, because when you are not writing, you are still writing. You are thinking, you are planning, you are finding inspiration.
You're a writer, so you're always writing. We know that.
Yeah. That's half the battle though.
Yeah.
So, well, we hope this little Monday motivation on a Wednesday was helpful.
Good luck.
Huh?
Good luck.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you back here next time.
Bye.